but the memories live on. Be strong. Don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's been torching secondaries all season, now closing in on 1,200 yards. It's the Texans and the Chiefs. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Kansas City. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Davis has it over the middle. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Take it in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 102 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught by Callaway. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Okereke picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a You've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take. First and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Tannehill keeps on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds his man, and the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot, from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Grant Delpit makes that play defensively.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a...
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 146 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And the officials here Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now back to throw.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Mahomes again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
Again, he finds more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big.